Information asymmetry, from Freakonomics to the algorithm age. We think we decide what we form. We think we choose what we believe. However, we think the conclusions we've reached about politics, health, other people, the world, we think they came from us. They didn't. They came from whoever decided what we see. Freakonomics introduces a simple but unsettling idea that experts systematically knows more than us and uses that against us. So, what is information asymmetry? Information asymmetry is when one party in a transaction knows significantly more than the other and uses that gap to serve themselves. It's not through fraud, it's not through lying. It's through the concept that if you know more, you have more power against a person. Francis Bacon wrote in 1597 that knowledge is power. We often hear this as a motivational poster, however, there's a deeper meaning to it. Knowing something another person doesn't already puts you in a situation that they aren't in. It gives you power over them. Before you decide what to do with it, before you choose to use it or not, the power, the advantage is there. This is what makes this hard to think about than normal. This is what makes it hard to think about than normal dishonesty. Dishonesty you can be angry at, but this is more precise. Information asymmetry. Doctors have information asymmetry. We go to doctors because they have information asymmetry. However, the gap between the doctor and patient becomes something else. Levitt and Dubner asked the question most were too scared to ask. Who benefits from you not knowing what they know? The answers were uncomfortable because it wasn't about villains. It was about ordinary people in ordinary situation. And in every case, the formula was the same. They know more, we trust them, they benefit. In 2013, pharmaceutical companies had data on every prescription every doctor made across the country. And what happened? They used that data to identify which doctors to target with dinners, gifts, and sponsored conferences. And it worked. Prescriptions shifted. Doctors genuinely believed that they weren't being influenced, but studies showed otherwise, and patients had no idea any of this was happening. It wasn't a fraud nor a crime. It was just an information gap being quietly converted into profit. Then, a law forced companies to publicly disclose every payment being made to doctors. What then happened? It was simply transparency, nothing else, yet actions, behavior changed immediately. But what happens when the entity exploiting the information gap is no longer a human, with human limitations, human blind spots, and human capacity for shame? What if the entity exploiting the information gap is a system? Facebook doesn't just know every post we liked, it knows the ones we almost liked. It has mapped our cognitive cycle better than any therapist. It has identified the exact emotional state in which we are most pliable, and it directs our environment to keep us there. But this wasn't a guess. It's documented outputs of systems that directly tested every version of reality to test which one gives them the power to influence you. These aren't just theories, they have real consequences to it. Vaccines misinformations are now being spread faster than vaccines themselves. Not because they are more convincing, but because they are more engaging. An algorithm rewards engagement. Moreover, political radicalization has been documented in congressional testimony and internal research alike. Billions of dollars were lost by ordinary investors chasing the viral misconception that whatever's going up would stay there, whilst hedge funds operate on real data and real analysis. The Freakonomics real estate agent may have cost us $10,000, but what's happening right now is costing us our grip on reality. The system isn't hiding from us, it's hiding from our sense of normalcy. The information asymmetry has stopped being about one expert in one transaction. It's about systems specifically designed to keep us fully informed while ensuring that we're not. But what is the solution to this? What is the what now to it? It's not to delete internet because we have to use it in order for the future to continue. However, what we should do is start asking 3 questions every single time we consume information. First, who controls what I'm seeing right now? Second, what am I not being shown? And third, what is the incentive of whoever is showing it to me? Freakonomics called it the hidden side of everything, and today, the hidden side is being actively engineered, and the thing standing between you and it is the habit of asking why. Thank you.